the budget. By this time next week, we'll be into the big sales pitch of the greatest budget of all time. Now, here's the reality. You have heard over and over and over again what the pre-budget spin is out of Grim Jim and the rest of Albo's merry gang.
Pressures on our budget are actually intensifying rather than easing.
Well, this is the sort of challenge that you can't just deal with in one budget.
We've been upfront with people about the pressures on the budget. We've got a big mess to clean up.
One of the difficult judgments that we have to make as we put the finishing touches on this budget is how to provide that cost of living relief that people need.
So in this difficult environment, our job will be to strike the right balance.
Difficult. I mean, it's so difficult. We've got so much extra spending. If only we had some extra revenue. Yeah, they've actually got that. In fact, they're probably going to get somewhere close to a surplus. Firstly, there's the $3 billion that comes out of going after smoking. But then there has been a massive increase in the amount of revenue that the government has got out of oil and gas. In fact, the expectation is it's an extra $16 billion compared to where we were 12 months ago. And then, of course, higher commodity prices. Just at the end of last year was more than $70 billion more than they expected. And there's a chance that could go as high as $200 billion. So why exactly is this government increasing taxes on 10 million people during the cost of living crisis up to $1,500? Shh, don't ask about that. Why are they taking away the instant asset write-off for small businesses all over the country? Shh, don't ask about that. We've got no money coming anywhere. A trick that, by the way, Ross Gittins referred to one of the sneakiest he has ever seen. And he's a lefty who writes for the Channel 9 papers. But then there's another little rub that you need to know about, which is some changes to superannuation. Now, superannuation for most, or many Australians, I should say, not most, many Australians, is included in the number that you get employed for, right? You don't get wage plus super. It's a number. Let's pull one out of our backside here and say $100,000. That's wage plus super. Now, that's not the case for politicians because they are, so that's wage and super. Politicians, it's wage plus super. At the ABC, it's wage plus super. But for many workers, as I say, it's all one big bundle. So as the decisions have been made by multiple governments to put more and more of your money into superannuation, if you're a person who it's all in one bundle, guess what's about to happen? Your take-home pay is going down. Why? Because more of it is being mandated to go into superannuation. So let's be really clear. Despite the fact that the government is about to get more revenue than it has ever had before, you are going to get a tax rise of up to $1,500. You will be grossly reduced in what you'll be able to write off as a small business. And if your take-home pay is wage and super, you'll have even less money to pay for everything that is going up. It's Albonomics 101.